is done, head on down to the band of Timmy's Fun Club. If you're feeling bad, 'cause your life is dumb, head on down to the band of Timmy's Fun Club.
Hello there. I'm so happy you could join me on this day. It's 5:34 in Taiwan. It's morning in Taiwan. There we go. First golden apple milk of the day. Only golden apple milk of the day. I don't know how gross that sounds to people. I would have thought it sounded pretty gross. But there's just something about it so refreshing. It's just a hint of sweet, but it's got that it's got that creamy texture, consistency of, like a good cold glass of milk. Just a little bit of sweet. It's that sweet that almost floats on the water. It's like that flavor, that little sweet flavor where it like rises above the rest of it. So it doesn't blend. It's not like milk and apple and it all. It's like when you taste it, there's this really small floating sweetness that hits your tongue, and then it's just cold milk. It's really hard to describe. I think Taiwan has changed me. I don't mind sweet cheese anymore. I don't mind apple in my milk anymore. Eat with chopsticks a lot more. I think Taiwan has changed me. Maybe not for the worse. Definitely some good changes. I've become more tolerant of hot weather. I've not become more tolerant, though, of humidity. Are you kidding? Oh, it's the worst. Walk outside and immediately, like on a cold or like a really hot summer day, and you grab a cold soda and you walk outside and just the beads of condensation just are dripping, and you can like feel them start to fall down your can, and then you open it, and then it just disperses everywhere. That's my body when I walk outside in this humidity. Like I walk outside and I'm like, ooh, and then and it all just, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. It is the least attractive feature of mine. I'm trying to think of all the things that I find unattractive about myself, and that would be the one that is the most unattractive. And it's not just regular sweating either. It's like next level sweating because I have a condition. No, it's not being fat. Rude. This guy, rude. It's not being fat. It's hyperhidrosis. You have different areas of your body that sweat way more easily and with much greater volume than other parts. So like my entire head, my back gets pretty sweaty. I have terrible luck with shoes because I sweat them out so many times. I've got to wash shoes a lot more than regular people and get new insoles a lot more. But that's all part of it. And for whatever reason, I was like, let's move to Taiwan where I will be sweating almost every single day, and I will just ruin my clothes. Actually hasn't been that bad. And surprisingly, there's a period in Taiwan where it's like the temperature is really comfortable for about I would say part of November, and this year it was even cooler than usual. So we had a pretty cool right up until April. It started to get hot. I'd say maybe middle of April. Because there were a couple days during spring break in April where it was like, yeah, it's still comfortable out here, but you could start to feel the heat pretty bad. And now we're just at like the heatiest of seasons, and just forget about it after like July and August. Oh, just forget about it. Even the people here, when they ask me like, how do you like Taiwan? They always say it's too hot here. It's way too hot here. And that's nice that they recognize that, because some people would be offended that some fat American is like, oh, you turn up the air conditioning. This is a nice place. I have nothing bad to say about Taiwan. This is a really nice country, and it'll be sad to leave. And right now it's 5:40 in the morning in Taiwan. Are these the sort of conversations that you are interested in? Are these the sort of conversations that glue your face to the screen? Are these the sort of conversations that bring you into the band of Timmy's Fun Club? Probably not. You're probably here for magic. You're probably here for fun. Maybe you heard something about a Pokemon box. Oh, yeah, we're giving one away on May 29th. Now that's May 28th in North America. Don't be surprised. You gotta bookmark that YouTube page that has the stream on it. I don't know what else to call it. But there's a YouTube page. You find the stream, you go to the stream, you bookmark that. You'll definitely want to have it notify you, because you have to watch in order to win. That's a pretty good slogan. You have to watch to win. The funny thing about this whole thing, can I just be really transparent for a second? So the reason why I did the giveaway is to get more followers, subscribers, to generate more people in the community. Like, the whole point of it is to draw people into the group. And I feel like the catch to that is, in order to draw people in, like, people have to see it. Like, people have to see that there are giveaways. People have to see that there are things going on. And that's the whole reason why we don't have a lot of people in the Discord yet, is people don't see it in the first place. So then you're like, hey, let's give something away. And you say it to, like, the ether and 5 people. And then maybe YouTube is like, giveaway, let's push this out a little bit more. And you get like an extra 100 views or something. But it's pretty insubstantial. And I'm starting to think I'm going to have to resort to like clickbait and flashy things. And I'm already thinking about like how I could do one of those flashy videos that's only there for subscribers. And then at the end of it, I can just be like, so anyway, just kidding. This whole thing was like a bait and switch. And now you're going to get hooked on my nerd videos. And why don't you join this nerd group where we play dumb games and talk about being dumb, and it'll be fun. And I don't know, there could be people that appeals to, but it's not going to be like, you know, the masses, because you can see those numbers reflected in like local game stores. Local game stores do well, but they don't make big money, and they don't really reflect big numbers. And it seems like when it comes to things like Magic, for example, that's a market that's already cornered pretty well, as far as YouTube and Twitch and things like that. Like, there are already quite a few Magic content creators, and the need for it is much smaller. But the one thing that we do provide here is the game group as well. That's accessible, and where there's lots of room to fail and to have fun and to just experiment, and there isn't that, you know, that competitive corner, which tends to be the case sometimes unintentionally with a lot of the other Discord groups. It's like, well, we're gonna just see how fast we can win, and then we're over here like, yeah, but I wanted to try out this janky turtle zombie that you have to wait until turn 9 to do. And yeah, and like thinking, well, we need a place where we could do that. So hopefully this is that place. And we have not found our audience yet. We haven't found our niche yet. I think we're going to get there. And it probably won't get there because of a Pokemon box, but the moral of this story is you can subscribe on our YouTube page to win the Pokemon box. You can follow on Twitch to win the Pokemon box. You can join our Discord to win the Pokemon box. Those are 3 separate entries that will put your name into the giveaway for the Pokemon box. And I should probably get on with Magic the Gathering draft, because I've already seen viewers come and go to the site that are probably just like, is this guy actually playing Magic, or is he just going to sit here and talk about himself all day? And I say to that, first of all, stop being such a killjoy. Mind your own biz. But also, I could do both. I could sit here and play Magic and also ramble on about, you know, about other things and myself and stuff like that. It's so nice to have something to use my gold for, because I've had so much gold in this game for so long, and I haven't really known what to do with it, and I don't just want to like buy packs and, you know, stuff like that. Man, Mardu is such a thing. If a creature you controlled that entered this turn would deal damage, it deals twice. So it has to enter this turn. So this could be kind of the king of, what's that thing? Mobilize? Where's that thing? There's always a mobilize around here somewhere. It's mobilize, right? Is that the keyword? Where's the mobilizers when I need it? That's the thing, right? That's the, yeah. So this guy's like the mobilize king, because those would be creatures that enter this turn, and then they deal twice as much damage. Now, I guess we could take this because it is a mythic, and having a 4 mana flying dragon, not the worst thing that you could do. There are so many cards in here though where I'm like, oh yeah, I love the pack beast, I should take a pack beast. Or it's like, oh, maybe I could use some ramp for all these dragons, maybe I should take a dragon storm globe. And then there's another part of me that thinks, I don't want to do mobilize again. If I take this, I've got to do mobilize. I suppose I could do some other dragon synergies. And there are some hasty dragons. The Omen Red Dragon is hasty. But that would assume that this lives multiple turns, because that's a pretty expensive dragon, so you're probably not casting too many more of those. I don't know, I've been kind of playing the same thing, but I guess I'm going to take this. It's the best pick on the board. So, what do we got here? We got a green dragon. Okay, it's kind of cool artwork. Plumevine Regent. Oh, so look at this. He's a cultivate. Search your library for up to 2 basic forests. Okay, so not quite a cultivate, but you put 1 onto the battlefield, tapped 1 into your hand, then shuffle. Then when this creature or another dragon you control enters, you gain 3 life. I've never seen this one in draft. I've already got these colors, but now I want to add this color. Should we just do 5 colors and be really stupid? If you don't think we should do that, chat, say something now. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. And here's our blue. Three +1/+1 counters on target creature you control. You may cast sorcery spells and dragon spells as though they had flash. I can't imagine that I would actually play a 5-color draft deck, right? But this is a cool dragon. He's like a snaky dragon. So he has Petty Revenge on top of him as his omen. You can destroy a target creature with power 3 or less. That's awful handy. But then, when this creature enters, destroy up to 1 target artifact or enchantment. That's really handy too. And the fun thing about this is when you cast it for its omen, it gets shuffled back into the library. So I could kill something, shuffle it, kill something, shuffle it, kill something, shuffle it. I do need to be able to draw, though. Alright, I'm just excited to see some dragons that I haven't seen yet in all my days of drafting. Alright, we've got a Sultai Devotee. Why is the Mardu Devotee 1 cost, but the Sultai Devotee is 2? Is it just because of the Death Touch? Does Death Touch really make it worth that 1 extra mana? I mean, the Mardu one scries when it comes in. That's pretty handy. I never knew I'd love this so much. I'm gonna need like 3 golden apple milks for the fun explosion to really juice up my my explosion. Well, that's a bird wizard. You know, I think I could stay away from blue and be okay, and maybe just start to build something in green and add something along the way. So I might take a pack beast, because I'm probably going to want to draw cards. I love the pack beast. I realize I made a silly video about me going goofy about getting a pack beast, but pack beast is a good guy. He's a good camel. Whenever this creature attacks another target creature you control, gains flying until end of turn. Oh yeah, that's the token flyer guy. He always gets killed almost immediately. Flurry. Here's the red monk. I kind of want to take him. He doesn't generate a token himself, but he does have flying, and he does give another thing flying. Now, I don't know exactly how this would go with green, but the thing is the more that I see things, I'm moving away from these colors and thinking more like green and white. We could still do rainbow. It's possible, but it's looking less likely. Target creature or planeswalker equal to the number of creatures you control, or destroy an enchantment. There's the Mardu Devotee, but I don't know if we're going to be doing Mardu colors, so Abzan Devotee is a dog. It's nice to see that they have diversity among their followers. So this one is 2 as well. 1, 2. Return this card from your graveyard to your hand. See that I can more understand pricing that as at 2 with that ability. Although it's still a little slow, but with that ability I can understand. I still don't understand why the Mardu one gets to be only 1 cost, because he does the same fixing thing that this one does, and that the Sultai Devotee does. I'm sure they had a reason for it. Usually when they design this stuff, they have reasons behind what they do. Enchant creature. I'm not super inspired by any of these things, but if I am going to go with a beefier dragon build, maybe we take an elephant druid. I've seen this card a few times and thought that could be an interesting end of the game card. I don't know. I'm not particularly into most of these things. I'll just take the elephant so I can hear the elephant sound. All right, here's another one of those dragons. Unfortunately, the only replacement effects on these spells are the black one that has the +1/+1 counter and you draw a card, the red one where you discard 1 and draw 2. Most of these, you're getting the value of shuffling it back in your deck, but then you don't know when you're going to see it again. Alright, we've got the Dragon Globe again. I should probably get some kind of ramp at some point in time, and I'm going to take the dragon. I've yet to build an actual, like, dragon-centered build in a draft. And I would like to do something more dragon-centered. Let's put in another pack beast. I just love... Oh my gosh. It's another pack beast. Do we take the globe? I could also take the globe. I don't know what my colors are going to be yet. I could go either way. I've got 2 pack beasts. Let's get another pack beast. They just keep reducing themselves, and they draw cards. There is a part of that mechanic and that design that just absolutely resonates deeply in my heart. And I don't give a crap about camels, but look at this guy. He reduces himself, he replaces himself, and he's a 4/3. Let's go. I like it. Seize Opportunity is pretty good in other colors. Well, we'll throw a bird in and see what happens. We'll put a bird on it and see what happens. Creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn, or until you die to a more aggressive deck. Honestly, I don't draft very well. I draft with my heart. I draft with what I enjoy. That usually leads to like 4 wins, maybe if I'm lucky 5 wins. At some point in time, I'm going to need to learn how to draft better. But today is not that day. We'll just throw this crocodile in. I'll be able to spot him easily and throw him out and throw him in the gutter. All right. We got a planeswalker. If one or more tokens would be created, twice that many. Oh, right. Yes. Create a 1/1 white soldier creature token, but just kidding. You'll be creating 2. Destroy a target creature an opponent controls with mana value 3 or greater. Very useful. +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. And those creatures gain flying until your next turn. Well, that is just all sorts of usefulness. And here's that green dragon again, but we already have that green dragon. So, man, I wasn't going to do a token build specifically, but I do have a Starry-Eyed Skyrider who yummies up these tokens. He's like, yes, yes, yes. He throws them up into the air. I don't know exactly, because he's up in the air. Is he hanging on to the dragon? Or has he mastered flight himself? He's a human scout, right? He hasn't mastered flight. He's hanging on to the dragon, I think. Look, it's got to be this. That's just too good. That's just too good. I know it's a little expensive, but that's just too good. We got to find a way to protect her, though. Because you know those opponents are going to be like, time to kill Elspeth. And then put their glasses back up. Okay. That was kind of dumb. You could do better than that. Oh, it's the iridescent tiger. That guy is kind of funny. They've been careful about their wording, which is probably good. Because it says when this enters if you cast it. I was thinking, oh, if it enters, you could add this and then find a way to make it cheaper, and then flicker it over and over and get infinite Wooburg, but I guess they learned their lesson. It's like pre-nerfing cards. Severance Priest. I'm content taking another one of these. I realize I haven't done a lot of only black colors, but there are a lot of useful cards in black, so maybe we just take this. There's another dragon. There's the menace guy. Let's tap a target creature guy. Pardon me. How unprofessional. Now, it would have been nice to have gotten another Bloom Vine because of his claim territory sorcery, but there's only so many ramp cards that you can really make effective, or at least land acceleration in draft with the 40 card deck. Like, because I did a draft with like four of those put a land tapped onto the battlefield cards in green, and by about the third time of casting it, I was out of lands. So, and like this guy, like this dragon, he has limited appeal with his sorcery. Now you can get a land that you need at the beginning, which can be pretty useful, but as it goes on, his value decreases quite a bit, and you get the 3 life when he enters, and that's nice. But these omen cards feels like you probably want to get some kind of value with both sides of them, and it's like the flexibility that you want. So the flexibility goes down a little bit with this. This one's incredible though. You destroy something either way, with the sorcery part or with the creature part. You know what? Let's just take this dragon. I don't have any like specific dragon synergies quite yet, like anything to take advantage of all the dragons, but just dragons are good. When this becomes tapped, look at the top card of your library. If it's a land, you may reveal it, put it in your hand. If you don't put the card into your hand, you may put it into the graveyard. That's kind of interesting. And there's that Skirmish Rhino. I do like the Skirmish Rhino. He reminds me of a different time when there were other rhinos in Magic, and they were ruining Standard. We do have a Citadel. I've kind of found though that my mana hasn't really been a problem for a lot of the games. I'm intrigued by this Scout, but I'm just thinking of how many times I'm not going to be able to tap it or attack with it. Getting the card advantage would be nice, but if you get this like early, it's probably good. If you get this later, it becomes less good. And you know, even if you're swinging with it just to get its thing, you probably end up trading it, like somebody blocks it and kills it. I don't think there are many tap effects otherwise in the game right now. This, on the other hand, is something that could be a lot more useful. Of course, I've had a few games where I've used this and then people just destroy it right away. I don't have a lot of other removal other than these dragon removal dragons. I don't know, I do like the Rhino. It's pretty flexible. And like I said, I haven't had a problem with colors yet. Alright, well, I think what I need to do is I need to start finding some smaller early game creatures. Abzan, unfortunately, is probably going to want us to go in, like, what would it be? A death, like a graveyard death synergy sort of thing. Whereas Mardu is more like the creature centric and the board centric, but yeah, well, we'll just see what we can do with this. I've got one more pack round where maybe I could get a few like primo things. There's an ox. That'll make a lot of creatures. I mean, Elspeth and that ox would be like best buddies. Well, when this creature enters, target creature gets -2 until end of turn, +2. Yeah, that ox is pretty... The ox can get a little out of hand. Sentinel for land stuff. There's that dog scout again. Oh no, this is a different one. This is a different dog. I think that other scout was uncommon. Alright, we've got a stone dragon. Surveilling one could be useful. But everybody knows about dragons, so they often have blockers. We'll just throw it in as a something extra. The Jeskai devotee is 2 as well. I really want to know now why the Mardu one costs 1. All these other ones cost 2. When you cast your second spell each turn, this creature gets +1. Oh, it's only till end of turn? That one's not great. There's been a lot better value with some of these other ones. That one is not great. On to pack 3. Dragonfire Blade. Equipped creature gets +2/+2 as hexproof from monocolored. This ability costs 1 less to activate for each color of the creature it targets. Hexproof from monocolored. Is that good? What's monocolored? Okay, so artifacts can't block it. Sorry, it's so early in the morning. Hexproof, not protection from. Am I not seeing something? What's so good about this? Why is this so rare? Monocolored spells or abilities your opponents control. Okay, so like an activated ability that would target it that's monocolored. Well, okay, it's kind of narrow. But the equip could be good, you know, like throw it on the rhino. You've got yourself a 5/6 rhino with trample. But that's probably never going in my deck though. It's kind of neat. I would probably be a little mad if I got this as a rare in my pack. I'd be like, oh, this card. That card can't be worth anything, right? Hold on. Dragonfire Blade. What's that card worth? Oh, it's a couple bucks. There must be something it does. There's always something that I don't consider. Yeah, it's $3 near mint. Okay, well, you know, maybe, sure. All right. But I'm not taking it. I'm still not taking it for my draft. I have been thinking about needing some smaller early game creatures so that I can put counters on them and draw cards. It seems silly, this this soon in the pack to take another Tempest Hawk. We learned yesterday the Tempest Hawks are all they're all flash and no and no real substance. And the more hawks you have in the deck, they actually get worse because then you just start drawing them and you're just drawing hawks and you're not like using your hawk to get more hawks. You're just drawing all the hawks and you're like, man, I wish I wasn't drawing all these hawks. I just said hawks a lot. How about this guy? Flash, flying. When it enters, return up to one other target non-land permanent you control to its owner's hand. If it was a token, draw a card. Interesting. So they basically put the synergy right in the wording. Flash, sacrifice another creature, gains indestructible. Not in my colors. We could put one more. Oh, these are both useful. Alright. This is useful as both an early game creature, but also as removal. I guess I take the cat. I don't feel great about this. I definitely feel like there are things that I should be doing that I'm not doing, but you know what? It is what, as the philosopher says, it is. So we'll just keep taking things that give me jollies and go on from there. Deals damage, yeah. I don't know how heavy our board is going to be with creatures. Oh, that guy's fun. I had a couple of fun games with him yesterday. Here's some early game stuff and tokens. Yeah, because our early game as it stands is not looking too hot. Let's go ahead and grab that. Another ox. Shoot, another ox. Well, we can always take the ox and then not play the ox. Creatures you control indestructible. There's some more early game stuff. Sarkhan's Resolve is pretty useful. There's a lot of creatures with flying, and we can buff some things too. I am pretty worried about my early game, but I haven't seen the Sarkhan's Resolve yet. I think I'll take this. I do have some more destroying things on that dragon. Disruptive, yeah. 3 or less. So there are a lot of creatures 3 or less, actually, that are pretty important. So that's okay. That's okay. 5 damage. Behold a dragon. This is actually pretty useful. It's the reputable merchant with more +1/+1 counter stuff that it's not really relevant to me. Death Touch Mobilize. Let's take the removal. Alright, more +1/+1 counters and drawing a card. The only reason why I do like this is the replacement effect. I am a sucker for a good draw spell. And we need cheap stuff to get out there, but I do like that. Never hurts to have a little extra draw, although that might not make the cut at the end, to be honest. Small early game with possible upside if you're sacrificing a bunch of tokens that Elspeth is making. Now, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We got to get something going before Elspeth comes out. All right. Oh, I guess there was that one thing, hexproof one. Yeah, maybe I should have taken that other one. We'll do this. Take the insect defender. We'll take another little small boy. And this cat that I can just drop right away. And there we go. There we go. Goodbye to you. 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 Sorry. Didn't want to do these colors again. Oh, did they adjust the lands automatically this time? After I removed the red? That's not in my colors. I don't think this crocodile was ever going to be part of the plan. I don't think this was ever going to be part of the plan. I don't think these were ever going to be part of the plan. Tempest Hawk. Not super thrilled about that. I mean, that's such a weird curve. I've got 2s and 3s, but it feels a little, I don't know. I guess this is going to look, the dragons are all going to look different because they're like, 6 cost, 5 cost, 5 cost. But they do things with their omen ability, which kind of counts as filling out the curve. So what do we need to... We need to cut 8. 11, 17. I can probably drop a land, because I've been pretty good at about 16 lands. Let's do maybe even 15, because I do have two ramp cards. I don't know. I don't want to get too crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to get too crazy. 16, I don't want to go... Yeah, I don't want to do any less than 16. It feels like with 16, I usually have 2 or 3 lands in my hand to start the game. which is good. Okay. I'm going to cut one of these oxes loose. Alright, let's just get rid of the hawk. I don't think there's any point carrying the hawk. Could almost cut one of those dragons, but I think we can lose the Boulderborn dragon. I don't have any specific like dragon synergies where they're working together. The Surveillability is not worth for keeping. I can cut one of these. I'm not going to do a lot of sacrificing stuff, probably. Almost could cut 2 of these, but I'm a little concerned about that early game if I've only got 3 or 4. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's like 4 2-drops. Didn't manage to get any 1-drops because for some reason it's only the Mardu devotees that are 1. I still don't understand that. No one has explained that to me. Thanks, Chad. For nothing. We got 3 pack beasts. We got these for card draw. Do we need a Cruel Truth? I think so. I have been very sad not having card draw in some of these late games. Hey, the Twins won again. What's that, 9 in a row? It's a lot in a row. I want to keep the Ox. Maybe I cut the Insect. Doesn't have any specific purpose other than just being a fat blocker. But it's not even like the best blocker that I could get. It doesn't have reach, which is funny. It's a spidery guy, but it doesn't have reach. It's like a brown spider, so maybe brown spiders don't have reach. Doesn't really make sense. Okay. We could probably lose this one. My four drops are so small. But we've got Omen flexibility. I think it's okay. Let's cut this guy. I think that'll do it. Let's see how it goes. The drafts are taking me a good amount of time. I mean, I probably spent about 40 minutes on that. At some point I'd like to draft a little faster, but I'm still learning, but what I want to draft. Okay, I don't want to mulligan. This is going to be slow and maybe a little scary if I don't get a green color here. But worst case scenario, we've still got an Ox on turn 3. And I can destroy something if there's something spooky early on. This is a sorcery, not an instant. Okay. Well, we oxing, baby. Oh. Okay. Well, let's put the Ox out and see if it gets any interaction. Nope. We've got stuff to clear a path. We've got stuff for ramping next turn. Whoa. That Ox hits the ground and he's out of town. That Ox hits the ground and he's out of town. That Ox hits the ground and he's out of town. First win of the day. First win of the day. Look, I don't think that was because I drafted well. I'm just saying, I don't think that was because I drafted well. I think that was because that other guy was like peeing his pants or something, and he had to go. Or maybe his boss caught him playing. Maybe his boss caught him playing Magic, and then he got in trouble. This is even worse than the last one. I don't even go first in this game. Okay. But if we get a green... Sorry, we've got a green. If we get a white, we can play our ox, and a green we can ramp a bit. I don't know. This isn't looking too great. We do need a plains. Well, we'll just see how it goes. It won't be as good as that last OT kill, the ox turn kill. Won't be as good as that. That was pretty impressive. This is too bad. This is only forests. I can't get any plains with this card. That's too bad. Really surveilling hard. Alright, so he's going to be mobilizing things. Is that worth killing this early on? It's a death toucher too. I'm hoping he does. Okay. Now see, that one would have been a pretty good target to kill as well. Let's do this. We'll get 2 forests, one of them tapped, and then we'll play our plains. Not really advantageous on board, unfortunately. And now I feel silly that I didn't save my destroy spell, but this guy would have gotten a lot bigger with all that stuff on the board. Now, I could have killed it first. Yeah, I don't know. I always struggle to know when I should be holding, when I should be folding. Look at this. You're useless to me now. Oh, it's only till end of turn. Okay, okay. You're not useless to me. Let's try it. Yep. He had no protection. Alright, so did we get another? We did not get another plains. If we get another plains, we can Elspeth and make 1,000 tokens from this ox. 1,000 tokens, and then once the tokens are done, we can draw cards. But we need more plains. We only have 1 plains. The nerve. Well, there's more plains. All right, Elspeth. It is time. Make 1,000,000 soldiers and enable my pack beasts to draw thousands of cards. I haven't seen a planeswalker in draft this entire time, so I feel like Elspeth should be okay for 1 more turn to make me some more soldiers and get a good pack beast, a couple pack beasts out. I don't know. We'll see. I need to eat these eggs. A lot of protein for breakfast today. All right. We're going to surveil 1. I think he's going to throw his devotee at the Elspeth. Feels like he wouldn't want to, but what do I know? Aha! Alright. Destroy target creature. 3 mana or greater. I think what I want to do is make these little boys. Get my camel. I mean, we're just gonna be like drawing all sorts of stuff. Add another plains. This is not an instant. Let's do this and I don't know. Do the counters really matter at this point? Also, do I want to hold this? I probably want to hold that and not get the ox out quite yet. I have no reason to swing yet into the death touch. Let's just hang out. But I can hold this for some removal if he swings anything. Although my board is pretty juicy, so I don't know if he's going to be swinging anything. He might swing the death toucher. I don't know. I think this is worth it. Yeah. And then I will behold no dragons and gain no life. Alright, I'm assuming he's going to sacrifice that token. That 2/4 needs to go. Guess what? Elspeth can take care of that 2/4. Because I don't need him drawing any more cards. No more cards, please. Yeah. Oh, and there's the starry-eyed Skyrider. So now we just swing with the fury of 1,000 fists. What? I'm just excited that we finally got to do something with the... Hey, wait a minute. I thought my attacking... Yeah, there you go. Okay. It didn't... It needed more of an animation. Like, it needed the tokens to be like... Rah! Like, going up into the sky. I probably didn't need to play that swamp, but... I don't have any tricks. This is me. I don't have any tricks. Do something with this board, or you die. Does this guy give... Oh, you have to attack with him first. Wait a minute. Did bro just kill my ox, but not this thing that gives all the stuff flying? I guess he thinks he's dead anyway, and it doesn't matter. He might be dead anyway, and it doesn't matter. Okay, he's dead anyway, and it didn't matter. Look at my humble rank. Look upon my my lower class rank. And fear sort of a little bit of my power. Well, all right. Those were 2 fun games. I can't tell if this deck is good yet, but it sure feels like it's something. That Elspeth, wow. I mean, I knew I had to pick Elspeth because it was a mythic, but also, man, that Elspeth did some things. Well, this is going to be the same as every other game that we've played. We have early stuff, but we just need the right colors. These swamps don't help us at all. Is this worth keeping? Opponent goes first. I just hate to I hate to go down one land when I've got 3 in hand already. All I need is a green to get a plains. Now, I've won a couple games, so it's going to definitely... It's going to definitely tell the Magic Arena algorithm that I'm like an okay player. So probably threw me against like some aggro like tryhard now. All right, there's a plains. So what I probably do with that plains is throw an exhale at something. Right? I mean, I could put this out and this would give me something. Let's wait until next turn before I do that. Let's just end, see if I can get something big, and maybe I just hit the 2-3. Yeah, maybe I just hit the 2-3. I can behold this dragon and gain some life. No responses, just the way I like it. Okay, so now we're actually setting up pretty nice. We can do this and this and this. Let's make the token because I can do this. Oh, come on now. Let him be. Let him get his counter. Leave him to live his life. Oh. Making goblins. I don't want to miss a land drop. This is such a silly thing to do. Yeah, I don't want to miss a land drop, but it looks like I'm going to miss a land drop. All right, double block my 5-2. Okay, or don't block it at all. Crap. Oh, my life. My life. I gain 3 life when this enters, and it does give me a flying blocker. I don't know if that was the correct play. See, have removal. Sure. Oh, prowess. Those are prowess, boys. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Shoot. And no land. 3, 5, 6, 2, and 2 and 7. Darn it. That would put me at 5 and block this. So if I'm lucky, if I'm very lucky, he'll just draw a land. Did not draw a land, but it's not immediate damage. Oh, he's got one at the top. Here they come. hanging by the narrowest of threads. Whenever this or another dragon you control enters, you gain 3 life. That's 5. This is not a dragon, unfortunately. I don't have 2 green. What the heck? What the heck? Okay, we'll do this, we'll do this. Do I have enough for a pack beast? Sure I do. That's not enough to keep me from dying, though. Not enough to keep me from dying, and that nice gets you a conceit. Well, I was a green away from maybe not dying, but probably not. That guy had a ton of pressure out early. Then he was a real so-and-so at the end with that little emote. Now, okay. As a long-time Hearthstone player, it's been kind of hardwired into me that emotes are almost always BM. That's not right. Right? Are emotes always BM? I mean, you get people, like Kibler. In the old days of Hearthstone, Kibler would greet every single person. Or, some of the other streamers or pros would, use their emotes a little bit less trollingly. But I can't think of a time when I've just been like, this is a very respectful emoter. It always feels like it's a little bit of a BM in the PM. Hot topic. Are emotes in card games always BM? Sound off. I need to... Are emotes in card games pretty much always BM these days? Hearthstone and Marvel Snap are pretty much that. But what about other games? Asking the question to my massive audience on stream right now. Jump on and have a discussion. We'll see if that brings out any boys to the yard. All right, let's make some tokens. And then make some more tokens with this ox, and then get some lands and draw them with this. All right, so I think I want to... Interesting. All right. I think I want to order it like this. I think I want to play this first and get a green forest, and put it on top. And then we're going to put a +1/+1 counter on this ox. And then I'm going to swing this ox and get 3 little boys to swing with me. And he can block it and possibly buff his creature, but I don't think he has a response. I don't think he has a spell because he didn't pause when I cast this first spell, so. What's he doing with this? What's this guy do? Whenever a creature you control becomes a target of a spell or an ability an opponent controls, draw a card. Okay, so now he can double block my Ox without any consequence. Nice to have a forest. Let's just go ahead and get rid of this right now. Try to shut down any shenanigans that might be happening. Pretty much out of resources though, so maybe we could draw a pack beast? A sharpshooter? In this economy? What's this deck this guy's doing? We need something good off the top. That was not it. Holy crap. That was not it. Yikes. Wow. Okay. Something off the top, something good. I'll take a pack beast. I'll take that one black draw spell that I never think is going to be good. Oh, crap. My whole world in shambles. Alright, well, you're definitely getting double blocked now. I've got nothing left. Nothing left. Holy crap. 16 lands? I should have gone to 15. Yeah. Well. That's not enough. It's not enough. Alright, we're going out in a blaze of glory. He's not even gonna block. He's not even gonna block it. Okay. Let's just move on to the next one, I'd say. Achievement completed. Mana flooded. Now that would be, if they had a title with that one, I would proudly display that title. What would the title be for the mana flooded achievement unlocked on Arena? What would the title be? Like glub 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 glub. I would be so happy. Wizards, whoever runs Arena, make it happen. I want to see that title. Glub 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 glub. You've unlocked mana flooded. Here we go again. I've had to have so much faith that I'm going to get the colors that I need. My drafts have never... My decks before this, I'm pretty sure I've had 3 colors every draft. I've never had this problem with my lands. I just want to... I think I'm going to mulligan. Yep, okay, I'm sorry I mulliganed. But... let's do this. Alright. You know what? It's okay if I get that dragon, I can draw a plains with it. Or I can get a plains with it. If I get that that artifact... oh boy. Looking at a lot of whiteys here. Making me uncomfortable. Goodness. Okay. Mad Lad Mad Lad. Yeah, I'm sure. Mad Lad draws a plains next turn and gets to exhale all over the divorcee. What's this? The devotee. Sacrifice. Oh my. Okay, you know what? Fine. We'll get a plains next turn, I guess. Sure. A blocker's a blocker. Until it gets destroyed. Okay. Alright. If we... Alright, so we can behold a dragon. We can get a little bit more health. I'm worried about missing any more land drops. I think we got to take this guy out for sure. I'm assuming he's going to attack. Yeah, buff. Yeah, buff. No, don't buff that one. Does he have a response? Oh, we're definitely beholding a dragon. We're definitely beholding a dragon. Mm-hmm. No, that makes sense. That does make sense. If we don't draw land, this one's over anyway. Are you kidding me? Ooh. The graph for the fun that we had in that draft would have been like way up. Like, this is so much fun. I love this draft. And then the last few games were just so brutal. What happened with my colors? I might have to rethink how I'm doing these. I'm doing these lands. Definitely fewer lands. Maybe I don't know how we can fix the colors. I mean, other than cutting. I mean, my creatures were already pretty questionable. Like, I was worried about my mana curve with my creatures, so I didn't have a lot of room to cut stuff for mana fixing or for ramp. But we did have, I don't know, we did have a pretty diverse deck. That was just probably a little bit of unluckiness for those last couple games. No worries. It's 6:56 in Taiwan in the morning, and seems like a perfect time to brawl with the Dark Lord. These are the sort of things growing up that I heard all the time that I had to watch out for. Gotta watch out for Satan. Gotta watch out for these sort of things. Well, here I am, brawling with the Dark Lord at 6:57 in the morning in Taiwan. Okay, for a second, I thought that said Professor Crocodile. And now I want to change all my usernames to Professor Crocodile. Is that good? Hit me in the chat. Is that good, Professor Crocodile? Would that be a good username? Is that a good username? That's an instant. So we're either cycling or we're killing something. All right, we're cycling. Nice that Professor Crocodile has a cycle ability on it. Wow. I guess we're gonna rift a Arcane Signet. Has it really come to this? I shouldn't have kept that hand. All right, so at the beginning, this is such a wall of text. At the beginning of your end step, you may discard. If you do create a treasure, choose ambitious or expedient. If you choose ambitious, seek a card with greater mana value. Expedient, seek a card with lesser. I think I just want to dash him. Get a treasure and exile something. Oh, baby. Yeah. All right. That's pretty good. So, destroy target creature or planeswalker. Exile the top. You may play this turn. Alright, so let's just start with this. We'll exile off the top. We'll get the +1. Mana value 2 or less. This has 3. Alright, so we'll get the hit here. You may play that card this turn. Okay. So we'll do this, and then I think we'll have this come in tapped. And let's just end it. Because we can get Sauron out next turn. And we're probably going to need it. Alright, so destroy that creature if it has mana 4 or less. Instead, if a permanent left the battlefield under your control this turn. I'm not going to have a permanent that leaves the battlefield under my control this turn. Yep. Okay, so I can't actually destroy anything. Because it's 2 or less. Why does it keep acting like I can? Do you want to target this with Fatal Push? No. Because it's not 2 or less. So why is it... Why is it... So is it only allowing me to do this because I have the mana? Like the instant... Like the instant speed mana? I'm not quite sure I understand how that works. Do I need a blocker? No, let's hold this up. Just in case we get something juicy. I've had to kind of play from behind a little bit here. I don't like how I've played this. Presumably he's going to be casting things so I can get some orc armies. One or more create a treasure. How can I get something to die so that I can kill some stuff? Attacking tokens you control have death touch. Super. Okay. He's not swinging anything else. All right. Okay. Do I want to double block this in order to have this die, assuming that he lets that die? This would also get something off, and then I can do this, and he's going to be making so many treasures. And then he's going to be making even more treasures. It's too late. It's too late. Like, this is entirely too late. We're not slowing things down enough. Okay, we did get rid of some of those tokens. And we kept him from making any more treasures. Wait, is it just one or more creature you control create a treasure? Okay. So we kept him from creating one treasure? Because that would double that instance, correct? Yeah, it's a triggered ability, so that would happen twice. So we kept him from getting one treasure. We did it. Exile target creature. It perpetually becomes an enchantment. Then put it onto the battlefield under your control. Oh. Interesting. Okay. Let's do this first. Let's swing here and see what we can get off the top. I'm assuming he's gonna block this. Dig through time. Oh, just one? Okay. The thing is I don't want to exile my... I don't want to necessarily exile anything on the board. Alright, let's just do blockers. Let's just do blockers. Then we're going to discard this Misty Rainforest. And then I'm going to pick Ambitious. Hey, that's ambitious. Alright. Oh, right. I had to play that this turn. Exile target creature perpetually becomes an enchantment. So I could do it to this and then get that effect every turn without having to worry about it being a 3/1 and dying as easily. How do I, okay. So, he's casting the enchantment. I'm gonna do this now and get rid of this. I'm gonna try to bolt this now and get rid of that. Okay. Layla has been doing so much work for me. You gonna block it? You gonna block it? Alright, this is an artifact. And I don't think I need to destroy... I do need to destroy that enchantment at some point in time. I could return that to his hand. So we're choosing one. Let's get 2 cards. Let's draw a card, and the ring will tempt me. That does a thing with Sauron, right? Oh, that's right. Discard your hand and draw 4 cards. So let's return this to His Majesty's hand. And then we can discard and draw 4. That's fine. Sure. Do we still not have... No, we've got a mountain. Okay. There are no creatures with no counters on them, as of right now. Let's discard the Simulacrum, and we'll do Greater. Oh. Speaking of the Dark Lord... Hey, Bolus. Alright, so... so let's see what he throws out there. It'll be something without a counter. Then, before it can get a counter, we'll smash it with a hammer. My orc army will grow larger. I think it's fine to get rid of this. That might be backbreaking enough where he's like, okay, I'm out of here. Oh, wait. Sorry. Alright. Target creature, no counters. Yes. Pay the man. What an awful deck to play against. I feel bad for this guy. Whenever this attacks, add red at the beginning of your next transform this creature. Oh, he doesn't have haste. Yep, add counters to everything. Okay. Oh, Shieldred. And another Shieldred. I'm seeing double. Each opponent exiles destroy creature or planeswalker. Alright, well, we'll just start with what we've been doing. And this has been working out pretty well for us. Total power and toughness, 5 or less. Like one of these? No, that's 6. You dummy. You dummy. Come on, math. Math for once in your life. This is okay. They can double stack. That's okay. So there's actually nothing that I can cut down at the moment. He's going to be adding a lot of red or making Eldrazi. Man. I guess let's have him exile something. How come Nico Bolas sounded like Jabba the Hutt? Oh, this will not. I will not be able to use this at the end of turn, so it is useless. We'll make a blood. We'll discard. When it enters, each opponent sacrifices non-token creature. It's all sorts of cards that I'm learning about. All right, so there's Joshin. Joshin to heavens. When it attacks, add red at the beginning of your next main phase. I don't think you understand. That's the Dark Lord Bolas. I have to protect him with every single creature that I have. Discard a card, sacrifice this, draw a card. Yeah. All right, we're mobilizing, but those go to my face, right? Yeah, those go to my face, right? All right, let's pass to blockers. Just one untapped? Is there something that he can do to make everybody indestructible? There probably is, right? I'm actually okay with all of this, to be honest. This gets rid of a lot of his board. And it gets rid of all of his non-token creatures, so if I'm making him sacrifice something, it's going to be his commander. Which is, that's pretty helpful. That is pretty helpful. Okay. That was disgusting. That was disgusting. What an awful, awful brawl deck. What awful colors. Got us our quest. Got us our quest.
What have we learned today?
Did we ever figure out... Alright, so the Timmy's Discord is pretty quiet right now. Usually when I go on stream, the Timmys they scatter. Our emotes and card games pretty much always BM these days. Look, there's a very, very small likelihood that any LLM has its ear to the gaming community and would be able to answer this question. But let's just see, in digital card games, when people emote to communicate, many times it can be used as bad manners and a way to troll people. Would it still be considered okay to use emotes, or are they always interpreted as bad manners trolling? Let's see what Claude has to say. I'm very curious to hear what Claude has to say. Oh, you know what? We have to add our computer audio to this. Because for some reason we didn't have it there already. All right, let's see what Claude has to say. Oh, it's contemplating. Hold on. This is what I get for not having a premium AI account. Let's try something else. We will get to the bottom of this. We will answer this question. We will answer this question.
It's definitely a nuanced issue in digital card games. While emotes are intended as a form of communication, their interpretation can heavily depend on context, timing, and even the specific emote used. Here's a breakdown to consider. When emotes can be okay. Greeting, a simple hello at the start of a match, is generally seen as good sportsmanship. Acknowledging a good play, a well played, can be genuinely appreciated after a particularly clever move by either player. Expressing mild surprise or humor, an oops after a misplay, can be relatable.
Relatable.
Some games have more light-hearted emotes that can be used without ill intent. Signaling the end of a good game at the very end, especially if it was a close match, is often seen as polite. Sometimes it's better for the loser to initiate this.
That's true.
Mirroring, some communities have inside jokes, like using a specific emote like the Spider-Man pointing emote in Marvel Snap when
true.
both players play the same card.
Okay.
Why emotes are often interpreted as bad manners trolling. Spamming, repeatedly using the same emote, can be highly irritating and is often used to distract or annoy the opponent. Poor timing, using a well-played immediately after your opponent makes a significant blunder, can come across as sarcastic and condescending.
True.
Winning emotes too early, Emoting triumphantly when you think you have the win secured but haven't actually won yet can be seen as arrogant and can backfire spectacularly. Negative or sarcastic emotes. Some emotes inherently have a negative connotation or can easily be interpreted sarcastically, especially when used after an opponent makes a mistake. Unsolicited advice. Emoting that's a mistake after an opponent's play is almost always seen as rude. General BM, bad manners. Using emotes with the clear intention of tilting, frustrating, or angering your opponent is definitely considered bad manners. Are emotes always bad manners? No, they are not always interpreted negatively. However, the potential for misinterpretation and their frequent use in unsportsmanlike ways has made many players wary of them. How to use emotes respectfully, if you choose to, use them sparingly. A single, well-timed emote is often better than a barrage. Consider the context. Think about the
Okay. So
ultimately, the interpretation of emotes is subjective. Some players are more sensitive to them than others.
okay. They're not inherently bad. Their frequent misuse means you should tread carefully if you choose to use them.
What have we learned today?
I don't think it's so much that I expend all of my energy for each stream, because I don't. In fact, this is the beginning of the day when I'm here to like build up my energy. But I do feel like I can feel the dip after a stream. I can feel the energy dip. And the dip is pretty big today. Man, I can feel that dip. All right, that has nothing to do with you, though. If you, however, are experiencing the dip, if you need a little something to buy the dip and get yourself out of the dip, why don't you subscribe or follow? Subscribe on YouTube and follow on Twitch, the Bandit Timmy's Fun Club. You can use that subscription or follow to win a Pokemon box that we'll be giving away on the May 29th stream. That's May 29th in the morning in Taiwan, but it's May 28th in the early evening in North America. Make sure that you check the time on our YouTube and click the notification so you're notified when the stream goes on, because you have to be following or watching the stream when it's on in order to win the box. But that date is coming up. It won't be long now. May 29th. That's a week. 1 week from now, we'll be giving away that box. 1 week from now for the Funsplosion XXL. So make sure you follow the Twitch and subscribe to the YouTube. Get all those details and win that box. Okay, we're done for the day.
If you're still there, please join the club. Like and follow us on Twitch and YouTube. Seriously now, stop fooling around. Join our Discord and subscribe to everything.